Information fueled,
opinion driven. This is Nashville's Morning News with Dan Mandis.
And so, my fellow Americans,
we talk news.
6:06 Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Lisa Whelchel, Joan and Johnny, came up during the Gang of Three, and now everybody's daring me to try to get her on the show. I don't even know where I would start with trying to get Lisa Whelchel from The Facts of Life on the show.
Oh, this is the one you said is here in Nashville.
Yeah, she was on The Facts of Life. She played Blair, right?
Yeah.
Blair?
Yeah.
And
Probably as a publicist, right?
Sure she does.
you know what? Publicists, they never return talk radio emails. Like, ever.
They'll return mine.
Well,
say,
you want
hey,
to try
I'm a
to?
news person.
You know what? You sucked up to Johnny, Joan, during the Gang of Three. Why don't you suck up to me and get me Lisa Whelchel for a radio interview?
You going to get me coffee or something?
I'll
like,
bring
what
you
is
all
it?
the Space Cowboy coffee you want. I will give you, Joan Jones, a year's supply of Space Cowboy coffee.
Oh, hang on.
SpaceCowboyCoffee.com. And if you get me Lisa Whelchel, and we'll talk in the 8 o'clock hour, and we'll have a great time. It's got to be in studio, though.
Johnny, you heard it, right?
I heard
He
this.
can't get out of this. Everybody on the super text line, you heard it, right?
you
It's
heard it
got to
live on the
be.
radio.
It's got to be in studio.
What if she gets Alex
Wait,
Van
what?
Halen?
In studio?
It's got to be in studio.
Why?
Joan. She lives in Nashville. Drive down.
We work at stupid o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning is not stupid o'clock.
8 o'clock, she's probably out jogging.
Listen, let me tell you
She's
something.
at the gym.
Yeah, she's at.
Let me tell you something.
At her home gym.
It's just when you're invited to come on Nashville's Morning News, you got to take the good, you got to take the bad. Then you have the facts of life, and the facts of this life is that she's got to come in at 8 o'clock.
All right.
Stupid o'clock.
That
Challenge
was
accepted. I'm gonna
gonna
work
do
on
it?
this. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if she gets Alex Van Halen?
Jason says because of the creep factor. That's why, Joan. Shut up, Jason.
The creep.
And I promise I will not ask her if I can get Nancy McKeon's phone number. You know, she played Joe.
Yeah,
To get her in here too. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or that just suddenly make it creepy and weird.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
You know, it's what we expect, but seriously.
Whatever. Larry says, don't you just love how Dan changes the rules? I didn't change any
Thank
any
you.
rules.
Thank you,
No,
Larry.
the rule. Shut up, Larry. I think that's right. I'm just going to tell everybody to shut up today. I think that's what it is. I think it'd be great to have her in. Because you know what? She's a conservative.
Yeah, she is.
So it would be great to talk about her journey as a conservative. Because as we were talking about during the Gang of Three, conservatism and liking Donald Trump and supporting Donald Trump is suddenly cool. And so I think it would be interesting to talk about her journey being a conservative. Now, The Onion is going after Elon Musk. We talked about this on Friday. Everyone else is talking about this as well. I find this interesting because I was reading about this and listening to some interviews with I guess he's the owner or the CEO of The Onion, you know, as they have bought now Alex Jones and his website and all that stuff. They basically bought Alex Jones to try to force him off off TV and off of the internet and so forth. Now, I find it interesting because it looks like Elon Musk is now out there trying to help Alex Jones. There's a reason for it. I don't believe it's because Elon Musk is a huge fan of Alex Jones. Maybe he is, but because Elon sees this for what it is, which is an effort to stifle free speech. That's really what this is. They want him, The Onion and a lot of other people across America, they want Alex Jones gone. Of course, we all know what he did after Sandy Hook. He's also a big-time proponent of the Second Amendment. And so this is what the CEO of The Onion had to say to Good Morning America. This was on Friday.
Overnight, the judge in charge of this put a hold on your purchase, raising questions about the process, raising questions about transparency in the bidding process. What do you make of that? Are you confident this is still going to go through?
Yeah, by the way, just very quickly, the judge did put a hold on it because there was no transparency. The whole thing turned out to be kind of weird and frankly sketch about how they went about this whole process, The Onion, of buying Alex Jones and trying to shut him down.
Yeah, look, we won the bid. We own Infowars, and we are very excited about that.
But is it true that you didn't have the highest bid?
We did have the highest bid when you take into account the family's concessions here. They made a concerted effort to make this the best and highest bid for everybody involved. So we're very excited to take that over. And look, it's Alex Jones. If he just handled this graciously and moved away, that would be the funniest part of this whole situation. Obviously, that is not something that he's going to do in the situation.
So you're confident this is going to go through?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the issue, again, the judge in the case is now pushing back on the whole process of transparency of the bidding. So now Elon Musk is coming to the rescue, at least for right now. His lawyers from X have now filed a notice of appearance as an interested party. They want to receive all relevant documentation. And Jones says, and he came out with this, I think it was yesterday, that this is Elon Musk coming to save him.
He sent his lawyers to Houston in my corporate bankruptcy case, and they have appeared officially in the case and have requested all the data, all the files, and all the information so they can review it and find out for themselves exactly what is going on.
Yeah, the judge wasn't happy with the transparency of the bidding, so he has now come in, Elon Musk has come in and challenged it. Now, here's the thing, though. Not only do they, whether it's the Onion or the Sandy Hook families, they want to shut down Infowars. They want to auction off all of his equipment. They want to shut down all of his social media broadcasts. And it sounds like, to hear Alex Jones tell it, they want his brand. They want his actual name. And they want to take away his right to broadcast anywhere, at any time. And that's why Elon is taking a particular interest in all this.
Why did Elon do that? And I know the answer. It's because it's in his own self-interest at X not to allow them to do what they've been trying the last few months. They have literally claimed in federal filings, the Democrats, using these plaintiffs as their front group, that they own the name Alex Jones and that they own the name real Alex Jones on X. They actually put in the filing that the 13th Amendment does not apply to Alex Jones, the amendment outlawing slavery and indentured servitude, because all of the federal cases since then have said somebody can be bankrupt, somebody can be a criminal, somebody can be on death row, but you can't take their name and their likeness and use it without the permission or paying them, because that's slavery.
So think about that precedent. This means that if this case goes through, a court can find someone they don't agree with and take them down. A company can find somebody they don't agree with and take them down. And if you listen in this audio from Alex Jones, he describes this effort and the audio from the Onion's attorney. This could apply to anybody. So if they can take away, basically what Alex Jones is saying is that if they can take away his identity, I'm saying that is a really horrific precedent to set.
And are saying they want to take my identity and have Infowars.com and use the archive of my work to edit it and to distort it and to ridicule me and, quote, discredit me. And they admit they didn't want money, the plaintiffs. They wanted to take me off the air in these filings as well.
I ask that with your verdict, you not only take Alex Jones' platform that he talks about away, I ask that you make certain he can't rebuild the platform. That's what matters. Take him out of this discourse, of this misinformation, of this peddling of lies, and make sure he can't do it again.
Wow. So you heard that, right? So this attorney is saying that Alex Jones is peddling misinformation. Do you know who else has been accused of peddling misinformation? Literally every conservative in America. So this is a dangerous precedent to set. This is something that is mind-blowing because this isn't about money. It is about preventing Alex Jones from broadcasting anywhere to take away that freedom of speech. Now, just to be clear, I find what Alex Jones said and did regarding Sandy Hook to be repulsive. But this isn't about Alex Jones. This is about free speech. You just, again, heard the attorney from The Onion use the term misinformation. According to the left, that applies to Joe Rogan. That applies to talk radio. That applies to Elon Musk. That applies to Donald Trump. That applies to, again, just about any conservative you know, including, by the way, yours truly. That applies to anyone in the information and opinion culture that they don't agree with. That also, by the way, applies to RFK Jr. The CEO of The Onion was interviewed about their interest in Infowars. And basically, yes, they want to shut down Alex Jones. But again, the reiteration of this point has caught my attention.
Look, we're going to go after all of the, every facet of alternative media that is trying to get you addicted to stupid stuff.
Did you hear what he said? He said, we are going to go after every facet of social media that is trying to get you addicted to stupid stuff. Well, somebody please define for me what exactly is stupid stuff. Because more often than not these days, that is where the real discourse is happening.
Look, we're going to go after all of the, every facet of alternative media that is trying to get you addicted to stupid stuff. There is a whole world of podcasters and TikTok influencers who have some really curious ideas of the world. And I also think that we're learning right now that their followings are just as big, if not bigger, than traditional celebrities.
Actually, a lot bigger.
And they've gone unmocked. They got a free pass to this point.
Wow. So Alex Jones is target number one. Right now, it sounds like the CEO from The Onion, they're going after other people that they don't agree with. I mean, listen, Alex Jones said some really dumb things. He did a lot of damage, and he's paid the price and is paying the price. But the domino effect here is terrifying.
Look, we're going to go after all of the, every facet of alternative media that is trying to get you addicted to stupid stuff.
Like what? So then I start, as I'm watching all of this, you're going to be the arbiter? I would ask this guy, you're going to be the arbiter of what is stupid? Like questions about vaccines and lockdowns and their negative impacts, the impact of chemicals in food. Both of those apply to RFK Jr. and a lot of podcasters and talk show hosts as well. And by the way, a lot of us turned out to be right. What about the coverage of a laptop computer that the FBI was holding that implicated a presidential candidate and his son? And it was called Russian disinformation when in reality, everybody knew that it was real and it changed the course of history. I would ask the CEO of The Onion, is that stupid stuff? So this really, it's not an Alex Jones story. This is a free speech story. And this guy from The Onion saying that he is going to go after podcasters that they don't agree with, that's scary. So I agree with Elon Musk, and I agree with Alex Jones.
Elon Musk, hands down, is a hero.
The Democrats, of course, in the legacy media, they know that this election won via podcasts and podcasts that have been labeled misinformation. Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, a lot of these guys have been labeled as misinformation. And Donald Trump went on those podcasts. And the reason why Trump went on those podcasts is because more people trust those podcasts than the legacy media. And again, there is a reason why. And I just mentioned the reasons. So shutting down this free speech might all be part of the Democrats' plan to take back power. Only those with approved free speech will be allowed a platform. At least that's what it seems like to me.